Hi everyone, my name is Marjorie and welcome to today's video where I'm participating in the So You Think You Can Craft Challenge hosted by Melissa from Melissa Makes It DIY, and her co-host for today is I Put the O in Mom. So go to the description box and check out the playlist. So my first DIY, I've got 8 of the tumbling tower blocks. And I'm just going to glue them end to end, 2 at a time. And I'm pushing them together just to make sure there's a really good connection. And if you've ever crafted with these and just use hot glue, the hot glue does kind of make it a little bit bulky. So I am doing a wood craft, and I'm only going to be using the Gorilla Hot Glue, but you can definitely use wood glue or any other glue that will have a lasting hold. I find that Gorilla Glue works pretty good. So what I'm doing here is I'm just measuring off. I want to just basically cut the round ends off and get to the flat sides. And so I'm going to do that with 9 of the large craft sticks, and then I'm gonna cut down a few of the craft sticks to 2-inch pieces as well. So now that I've got my craft sticks cut down, I am lining up 2 blocks and trying to make it as even as possible, and I'm just gluing on one of the craft sticks to the bottom, and then I'll glue one to the top, and then I'll take a third one and glue it right in the middle of those 2. Now you gotta make 2 of these because I'm making a little mini crate. The cost of this is only about $1 between the material, and it's definitely a larger size than what you would get at the Dollar Tree. So now that I've got both of them made, I'm using the wood pieces, kind of measuring them out for the small ones, and I'm gluing the small ones to one side of the block, and then I will glue those to the other side of, well, it's actually the sides of the crate. And then so once I have those added, then what I'll do is I'll add in the other 3 to complete all 4 sides. And again, I'm just measuring out with the other craft sticks to make them even. I do want to thank you for stopping by if you're a returning subscriber, and if you're not currently a subscriber, I would appreciate if you would consider subscribing, liking the video, and actually leaving a comment below. It not only helps my channel, but I do really like hearing from everybody. So here I'm making the base, and I just glue the sides, and I didn't really think this through. So your girl here has these projects in mind, but I don't like necessarily plan them out. I'm a craft as you go type of person. So I'm trying to just rectify the situation, and what I do is I cut down some of another stick, and all I'm doing here is actually gluing them on the inside of the craft to the bottom to kind of make it a little bit more sturdy. And then I had a couple extra pieces that I just cut off the round ends on and went ahead and glued those in as well. I don't really plan to put a lot of heavy items in here, so this was good enough, and it holds up just fine. So what I decided to do is, after I did that, I first decided not to paint it because I was debating on whether to paint it white or not, but I thought I would leave it in its natural color. And I had this old heart pick from Hobby Lobby from a couple years ago, and I just took the stick off and glued it on the front. And then you'll see in the end how I went ahead and decorated that. So for my second DIY, I've just got some of this tissue paper from Walmart from Christmas. And what I did is I cut down the popsicle sticks to about 1.5 inches. And as you see me doing here, I'm just actually covering the sticks with this paper. And I just used some glue. I used some Mod Podge, but if you can definitely use any kind of glue you want, you don't have to do that. And so then what I do is I just make a little dash border, and I'm actually making a little love letter table scatter. So I just do the dash marks and then put a little heart in the middle of the envelope as though it sealed the envelope. And I just continue doing that with a couple of them. And then on 2 of them, I actually left them blank and then just did the same dotted line with the hearts. But then I have a few more where I'm actually going to take this really pretty pink and do the same, paint it and do the same dashed lines. So for my third and final DIY, I've got these pieces of wood that I went ahead and cut down to 5 inches. The short ones are 5 inches that I'm working with here. And I'm just gluing the sides together. And then I cut 4 of the longer pieces at 10 inches. I'm making a kind of a little decorative box. You'll see here in a little bit how it is. But I make 2 of these little squares, which end up being the end pieces. And then once I've made 2 of those, I actually take the long pieces and glue them to one of the sides, and then I'll hot glue the other square to the other side. Again, I just used some glue, but if you want some hot glue you could go ahead and put like little nails or something in here, whatever you want to do. I was trying to really square up all the edges to make everything nice and clean. I don't know about y'all, but when I cut stuff, I have a little mini electric handsaw that I use. And I don't know, I guess my eyes are just bad, but even though I measure it out, my pieces never seem to come out the same. One side's a little crazier than the other. I don't know. But here I'm just gluing all the sides together. And then where the craft sticks come in is at the bottom. And I'm not going to show you the whole process, but what I end up doing is I end up counting all those out, and then I excuse me, measure it out, cut it, glue it, and then I actually go and paint this white. I just used some chalk paint on it, and then I decorated it with some candles and heart scatters, and you'll see that here in just a minute. But I really do like how this came out. It's a pretty sturdy piece. So there's the cute little table scatters, and I've got those other little heart pieces, the bigger hearts from Hobby Lobby. So be sure to check out Hobby Lobby. They've got a lot of cute stuff for Valentine's Day. So thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to check out the playlist for all the other all the other creators. Thank you.